Muy buenas a todos, gente, ¿cómo estáis? Bienvenidos de nuevo al canal, bienvenidos a otro capítulo más del Let's Play de este episodio 5 y final de The Council. Antes de comenzar, como siempre, muchísimas gracias por estar ahí, un verdadero placer disfrutar de vuestra compañía y con ganas de ver el desenlace de esta historia protagonizada por nuestro joven amigo Louis de Richet. Al igual que cada vídeo, pediros que si os gusta el contenido, si disfrutáis del vídeo, por favor no dudéis en dejar un buen like, solamente es un clic y ayudáis, animáis y apoyáis muchísimo más de lo que pensáis. Vamos a continuar la historia justamente donde lo dejamos. Recordáis que en el capítulo anterior el bueno de Louis, pues a las órdenes, ¿no?, de Lord Mortimer, había tratado y conseguido convencer al resto de integrantes del equipo o el grupo de Holm. Y ahora estamos en la reunión y nos toca, como veis, boicotear el proyecto de Sir Holm. Vamos allá.
My friends, here we are at last, gathered together to close this conference. I would first of all like to thank you all for making the time to be here and lend your services. Gregory, I believe I may speak for both of us when I say that we are honored by your presence here.
You are perfectly right to do so, William. Thank you for putting your faith in us and for coming here to participate in this conference. Thank you for helping us to make the best decisions. And I especially want to thank you, William, for perfectly hosting us at your home during these past several days.
I'm not sure all the guests would agree to that. In any case, Holm doesn't seem to be himself.
Duchess Hillsborough will also not be voting. The poor woman has suffered a lot of upheaval lately. As she was feeling quite poorly, she apologizes, but she preferred to return to the continent.
The Duchess? I hope it's nothing serious.
Don't worry, Mr. President. I had someone escort her. The Duchess simply needs rest, and now she is in good hands.
I must say, Sir Gregory, you are beset by bad luck.
Indeed. One would think that I am hounded by ill fortune.
Good. I think we can begin. You will vote in turn on the question that interests us today. Are you for or against the transfer of ownership of Louisiana from Spain to France? Monsieur de Richet?
Vale, ¿y ahora qué hacemos? Votamos a favor. Es que no sé... ¿Qué pasaría? ¿Qué pasaría si votáramos en contra? Por simple curiosidad, tío. Vamos a votar a favor.
I vote for.
Duke Manuel?
For.
Your Eminence?
For.
But
Gregory, please. Monsieur Napoleon?
For.
Mr. von Volner?
For.
Buah.
what?
Gregory, please refrain from interrupting the voting. You know the rules, brother.
Vaya cama
President
que le están
Washington?
haciendo aquí.
For. The votes are now cast. The project is therefore approved.
Dirty traitor!
Mr. Godoy, soon you will be in charge of passing the territory of Louisiana over to France.
It will be done.
What have you done?
Me? Nothing, dear brother.
What have you done to me?
What have I done? Nothing, Gregory. You did it yourself. A word of advice. In the future, that is, if you have one, don't drink someone else's cup of tea without checking what's in it.
Father, what happened?
Sir Gregory, what's the matter? William, what have you done?
Not now.
You are mad, William! Father will punish you for this!
He will probably try, unless I get to him first.
But I cannot die!
No, you cannot die. You are, however, losing all sense of reason, as well as all your special abilities.
What did I drink?
Can't you guess? There are but few things that can have such an effect on such as we, you would know that if you ever ventured even a little way off of Father's beaten track.
Revenge!
Oh, no, my dear Gregory. You will not be taking any revenge. You will die stupidly, alone, enclosed in that rather withered body.
Help me!
After several centuries of near absolute power, here you find yourself on your hands and knees, hoping in vain that someone is going to help you. Tell me, what does that feel like? Never happened to me. Can't be good. You cannot leave your body, you cannot project yourself elsewhere, you cannot even contact Father. Go ahead, try. But you are my brother, so I ask you to remember that all this is your own fault. And I want you to understand I get absolutely no pleasure out of it. Well, very little.
You swine!
A new order is born today, brother. Enough of Father's hegemony. After all these years of servitude, I can finally stand up and oppose it. You chose to serve him, whatever his excesses. Now it's up to you to face the consequences of that choice.
Matt, I am stronger than you.
Wow. Episodio 5, el voto final. Superada, he intentado convencer a los invitados de que sigan el plan de Lord Mortimer, he convencido a Manuel Godoy, he convencido a Johan Bologner, he convencido a Giuseppe Piaggi, he cambiado el voto decisivo en favor de Lord Mortimer y me he dado cuenta de que Moller ha entrado desde fuera. Todo superado, nada fallido, ni ningún camino alternativo. Perfecto. Nivel 15. Maravilloso. Vale, tenemos 4 puntos. Vamos a añadir uno aquí. Otro en política. Ahí. Y... distracción. Sí, ¿por qué no? Sí. Vale. Todo de momento chapó. No podemos quejarnos, amigos.
What? But... what on earth is happening? Am I dreaming or...
Todos los humanos...
It's me, Gregory. Listen, we don't have much time.
But where are we?
Louis, I brought us here. You must act swiftly. I can't hold out for long. William has poisoned me. He must have used the blood of a former demon. I am no longer able to enter the body of someone else. The poison is gnawing away at me from the inside. I'm going to die, Louis.
But where are we?
In the ether. What you see is not real. It's only a mental projection created by my
Sé que el entorno es falso, quiere decir, no es real.
I'm William's spirit at the moment, but I'm not going to be able to keep it up forever. Join me, Louis. Otherwise, all will be lost.
Yes. Yes, I'll join you.
Find a way. Hurry.
I must find them quickly.
Vale, pero ¿el qué? Vale, tenemos uno. Amistades peligrosas. En esta novela, la marquesa de Mertil y el vizconde de Valmont, libertinos y expertos manipuladores, narran sus grandes proezas mediante cartas. Vale. No podemos coger ninguno más. Vale.
Beneath your compassion, we take
I deserve a great destiny, and I will
History
let nothing,
will remember
no one
me.
stand in the way
And
of
the
my
sacrifices
destiny.
are God. Something is
Vale, habrá algo por aquí. Tenemos que encontrar a Holm. Supongo que tendremos que salir de la sala. Pero bueno, antes de salir voy a dar por aquí una vueltecita. Nada, esto lo habíamos cogido todo. Esto lo habíamos cogido todo. Aquí no hay nada. Aquí no hay nada. Y... What? What?
But there must be a way.
Sarah? Is that you?
Louis? Louis, can you hear me? I'm here, Louis. Can you see me?
Of course, but I don't understand.
Oh, merciful heaven. You can see me.
Yes,
Louis, I don't know what's happening, but you must help me.
Look, just calm down.
I can't see you, Louis.
I'm here right in front of you.
No, I can't see you. The caves are deserted. I can't leave, Louis. Help me.
You died.
Died? No! What are you talking about? Look, I am right here.
We're not on the case.
Yes, we are. I haven't moved.
I promise you. I wish you were right, but you're not. It would seem that we're in what they call the ether.
Their world of spirits. I was sure it existed.
The poor woman is completely losing touch with reality. What you see is not real.
I daren't try understand. Am I condemned?
Look, neither of us know anything about this situation, really.
Help me, Louis. You are the first one, the only one to see me, to speak to me. Without you, I'll never get out of here. Don't leave me like this, I beg you.
Listen, you have to stay positive. Seeing as I've entered the ether, I must be able to leave it. If it's possible for me, then it's possible for you.
Do you really think so?
Rational and open, remember?
Yes, right. You are right. There must be a solution. But how come you can move around?
I'm not dead.
I don't understand.
I think there are many things that you don't understand.
It doesn't matter. I trust you. You are going to help me, aren't you?
I must be getting on. I can't stay much longer.
Louis, I beseech you. Promise you're going to help me.
Of course I'm going to help you, Mother.
Thank you, Louis. I trust you. Thank you.
A ver, intentaremos ayudarla, pero no sé cómo realmente. No sé realmente cómo vamos a poder ayudar a nuestra madre muerta. Y aquí está, mirad quién está aquí.
Help me.
Que también está sola, claro.
Is anyone there? I'm all alone.
Emma? What on earth?
We only wanted to play. We didn't mean any harm.
She sounds like a little girl talking. It's me, Louis.
Oh, I know someone called Louis, but he abandoned me too.
What on earth is wrong with her? It seems like her spirit has regressed. What are you doing here?
A cuando era
I was
niña.
playing.
And who were we playing with?
With my sister, but I can't find her.
Tell me, Emma, is Emily here too?
Emily is always here, but she makes fun of me. She keeps hiding in the shadows to make me scared, and I get scared then. I don't want to follow her in. I'm all on my own now.
Oh man, what can I do? Poor thing seems completely lost.
Sí,
Everything
totalmente.
is fine. Emma, don't worry. Everything's going to be... I'm here now. Dry your tears.
You aren't going to abandon me?
No, don't worry. You're not alone.
Thank you, sir.
Tell me now, what happened with Emily?
We had a fight. She was always wanting me to hide, I think. But I don't want to play at hide and seek anymore.
Do you know why she always wanted to keep on playing?
The one who wins becomes the princess, and it's never me who wins. But I want to be a princess too.
Okay. And you like playing with your sister?
Of course, she's my sister.
And do you love your sister?
Yes, but sometimes she gets on my nerves.
But you wouldn't want her not to play with you anymore, would you?
Of course not.
It would be good if you could both play at being a princess together, at the same time, wouldn't it?
Together?
Yes, each with your own stories.
Oh, yes, that would be good. And we would have extraordinary adventures, and we could speak about them together, and I miss her so much.
Emma? Is that you?
It's all your fault. If you and your mother hadn't come here, all this would never have happened. You're all the same. You're the one, Louis. You're the one who assassinated me. You should be proud of yourself. You finished what your mother started.
Emma, don't be like...
Leave me alone. I don't need you.
Don't take it like...
Leave me. Leave me alone.
Vale, parece que no nos quiere tener cerca.
Scum bastards! I'll get you back.
Que nos
You've
están
all
montando
manipulated.
aquí. Las hermanas.
What am I doing here now? Nothing seems real.
¿Qué hacen aquí todos?
You're nothing but a coward.
What a bunch of amateurs you are. Please, keep calm.
What on earth is going on here? I don't understand a thing.
Louis, don't waste any time. Appease them. My thoughts are becoming confused. Help me. Be quick.
Yes, not a minute to lose.
Vale. Pulsa X para reorganizar los personajes según sus habilidades.
I can count on my father and my son to defend me. Yes. But will they make it in time?
That's not really Elizabeth, it's another demon who wants to protect home from Mortimer. On a symbolic level, he should be placed between the two of them.
No entiendo cómo va esto, tío. No entiendo cómo va esto, tío. Mantén pulsado para mover a un personaje. Vale. Y luego... entiendo. Vale. No. Uf, esto puede ser una movida, ¿eh?
I can count on my father and my son to defend me. Yes. But will they make it in time?
That's not really Elizabeth, it's another demon who wants to protect home from Mortimer. On a symbolic level, he should be placed between the two of them.
Vale, hay que colocarlo.
I can count on my father and my son to defend me. Yes. But will they make it in time?
That's not really Elizabeth, it's another demon who wants to protect home from Mortimer. On a symbolic level, he should be placed between the two of them.
Vale, eso sí.
I can count on
Vaya, hombre,
my
es que
father
sin
and
querer
son
le
to
doy.
defend me. Yes.
Vale.
But will they make it in time?
I have to protect my sister. Help me, Louis.
Emma is completely lost. She needs to be close to her sister. As for Emily, well, she no longer trusts anyone. Apart from me, that is. I have to stay by her side.
Vale, o sea que... Y la madre supongo que tendrá... Nuestra madre tendrá que venir a nuestro lado.
Stay with me, Louis. We must take Alazif back from him.
One thing is for sure. My mother and Volnor have the same objective. To find that book. They're following the same trail and must be close to each other.
Pues entonces puede que... ¿Así? Vamos a cambiar de otra historia. Vamos a poner aquí a la madre. Bien. Vale. Bien. A ver si nos permite verlos otra vez para que veáis. Bueno, si no, paradlo. Es girando. Bueno, no me estoy explicando como el orto. Esa es la imagen, esa toma de cámara. Es Louis, las dos hermanas.
Louis, it's worked.
Volner, nuestra madre.
Don't waste any time.
Yes, I'm coming. At least as soon as I found the exit.
Vale, estamos haciéndolo bien, lo que pasa que era... Tenías que moverlo de manera diferente, pero la idea estaba bien hecha. Es decir, poner a las dos hermanas con Louis, poner a Borler con nuestra madre, poner a los hermanos con Elizabeth en medio y luego los otros dos a la izquierda. Era lo mismo, estábamos haciéndolo bien, lo que pasa que había que moverlos a un lado, simplemente. Es un poco... Bueno, a mí me llevó unos minutos. La idea es relativamente sencilla, pero lleva un rato... el darte cuenta directamente de que tienes que ponernos en otra posición. Pero bueno, tampoco es nada grave. Vale. Ya sabes cómo son los puzzles, ¿no? En este The Council. Son puzzles que, bueno, pueden llevar un ratito, ¿eh? Hay puzzles, digamos, de una dificultad media alta. Eso, vamos, sin duda. Hay algunos puzzles que son de una dificultad media alta. Entonces te puede llevar un rato el...
I should have left her to die when the Tsarina
Emily?
caught her. Louis! Who on earth is... Louis, where are you? I can't see you.
In front of you, Emily. She can't see me?
Louis, are you dead too?
It's complicated.
I thought Emma killed you.
Oh, yes, that's right. She still doesn't know everything I found out. I understand that it must be difficult to forgive her, but if you think about it, salvation will be found in anger, Emily.
It's all so unfair, Louis.
A part of me does understand her actions.
To hell with good intentions.
On the contrary, I believe now is the perfect time to decide how you want to live your life, in bitterness or in peace. Think about it, Emily.
But I thought, how is it that you are here? Can you move around?
I'm going to have to be a bit blunt here, Emily. You'll have to excuse me, but it's quite baffling. Mortimer and Holm are age-old spirits who can change bodies.
What?
They're demons.
Louis, are you feeling all right?
Claro, flipa.
I am one too.
Louis, you don't seem very well at all.
Because William Mortimer is my father. And he's yours too. Yours and Emma's. He's bestowed certain powers on me. Like how to read a human mind. And even how to control it. Look, I know it's a lot to take in. Are you alright?
Yes. Actually, no. How do you expect me to feel? It would be easier if you told me you'd simply lost your mind, or even that I've lost my mind, which would at least make some sense. If only something inside me didn't vibrate at the sound of your words.
I'm not making it up, Emily. You've got to believe me.
And where are we then?
In the ether, I think. Think of it as a psychic dimension.
Oh, well, that explains it then. Do you have any more bedtime stories like that?
No os creo nada, obviamente.
You are dead.
Yes, of course I am. I should have known. Ask a stupid question.
Yes, I know, Emily. It's hard to believe, but even if it seems insane, I assure you that it's all true.
We are dead, and we're talking in the ether.
Well, not exactly. You see, I'm not dead.
What? But if you are here without being dead, then there must be a way out. Help me, Louis. I am begging you, help me.
Clearly, it seems like there must be some way of getting you out of here. So technically, yes, I don't see what could stop you.
Do you really think so?
Oh, nothing much surprises me now. I must go.
Wait, don't leave me. For pity's sake, Louis.
But I must if I'm to find a solution. Be brave, Emily.
Yes, I understand. I trust you.
I'll be back for you, I promise.
Louis, help. Don't leave me. Louis! Louis! Come back!
A ver. Estoy intentando encontrar una solución a esto.
I must be quick.
My memories.
Y supongo que tendré que terminar lo que comenzamos para intentar ayudarlas, o al menos es la idea.
Are you there?
Yes. Yes, I'm here.
Pick up the thread of
Holm.
my thoughts, Louis. Of my memories. Make haste.
Reconstruye la secuencia de recuerdos de Sir Holm.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily? And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily? Louis de Richet, his son. He brings his 4 children together, and even then he didn't react.
This is about my arrival, as well as Emily's. There must be an earlier memory that talks about my sisters.
Vale, o sea que... seguir este
And
recuerdo.
coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
This memory is important, but it's as if there's something missing. There must be an order to this.
Vale.
And coincidentally,
O sea que tiene que haber uno hablando de las hermanas, entiendo.
and the cherry on the cake, and the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea. He knew I would drink it. The rascal knows me better than I
Es
do
del,
myself.
ese es del envenenamiento.
The blood that Mortimer used is deadly poison for a demon. Home won't survive it. Oh, it's over for him. He's finished.
And the cherry on the cake is I drank
Vale,
his
o sea que
cursed
tiene que
tea.
haber... Este es el último. Uf, hay un montón, tío.
He allowed me to bring Emily to this conference, supposedly to find her sister, whereas Emma hadn't even disappeared yet. The poor wretch was shot as her sister was setting foot on the island. I should have understood that earlier.
It's about my first vision on the island, the day of my arrival. This could be the beginning of the story, yet Holmes is talking about bringing Emily back again. So there must have been something before this.
Vale, tiene que haber uno de las hermanas primero, tío. Hay un montonazo de recuerdos, tío. Hay un montón.
So much effort, so much wasted time.
Puede que sea... pistola... Carta...
France, so much effort, so much wasted time. From Charles Martel to the wars of religion, I simply did not consider Protestantism to be a real threat, and that was my greatest mistake. My faith in Father and the Catholic Church that he administered made me blind. I can see that now. I lost France through 100 years of war.
Analysis is correct, but there's no link to what interests me here.
Este no es. Este puede ser que sea el primero de las hermanas.
It was a trap right from the start. At the previous conference 3 years ago, I'm sure he already knew I would bring the Hillsborough sisters here. He knew it. He knew it. He already knew they were his daughters.
Previous conference?
Este es
That's
el
when
primero.
Mortimer started putting his plan into action. That's how this whole thing began.
At the previous conference 3 years ago, I'm sure he already knew I would bring
This
the
is the
Hillsborough
first event that brought home here.
Este es el primero.
I'm on the right track.
Vale, primer recuerdo.
I recall Spartacus. But my exchanges
Este no tiene
back
mucha
then with
relación.
my brother,
Esparta.
I did everything in my power to avoid the Peloponnesian War, but he wouldn't listen. He always wanted more. Father wasn't gentle with William back then, shutting him in the body of Pericles for 8 years. And
Madre
reducing
mía, llegan
Athens
hasta
into
Atenas,
passive
hasta la antigua
democracy
Grecia,
with
es
me.
brutal.
One
Este
of
no tiene
Holmes'
sentido.
Distant memories and one of his brothers. With an ego like his, he's undoubtedly talking about Mortimer. Could there be a link here? No, at the time they weren't enemies like they are today.
Este no tiene sentido, tío.
And when Elizabeth disappeared, And when Elizabeth disappeared, No, it's not possible. I couldn't have missed that. Not me. He cut me off from our father, and I didn't say a word.
Elizabeth's presence was crucial for Holm. If she was still here, he'd still be alive. This memory is important without a shadow of a doubt. It took place after my arrival with Emily and Cardinal Biaggi, but well before I found out the truth about my nature.
De momento no vamos a mirar este. Y este creo que es el último.
He feeds Louis, and I continue to see nothing. He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we usually take months to give to our children. And Louis is only trying his best to get by. He doesn't realize he's being led to the slaughter.
So Holmes seems certain that Mortimer has been using me, but I get the impression that he's only had this vision recently. It's one of the last ones he had.
Vale, vamos a por... A ver, creo que las miramos todas. Puede que la siguiente sea lo de la... ¿La de la pistola? ¿Puede que sea esta la siguiente? A ver.
He allowed me to bring Emily to this conference. Supposedly to find her...
I'm on the right track here.
Vale, fantástico. Ahora, puede que sea la de la carta. ¿Este cuál era? Este es el último. Vale, esta es la tercera. Creo.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
I'm getting closer to him.
Vale, fantástico. Aquel, el otro, es el cuarto. El del final. Y el último es el del veneno. Creo que vamos muy bien. Porque ya sabéis que hay algunos varios que no tienen... ¿Y este de aquí?
Dear Countess Dunolstein, what a pity.
¿Este?
Dear Countess Dunolstein, what a pity you disappointed me. Managed to swindle Lafayette for the damage.
Nah, es que los que tienen así como rollo politiqueo, mapas y tal, no tienen mucho sentido, no tienen nada que ver, me parece.
I heard about this story. The Countess was apparently an acquaintance of Sir Gregory.
Claro, no corre. Nah, es que estos no tienen nada que ver. No tienen nada que ver. Este no tiene nada que ver. Vale, es el del final. Y luego el del veneno. Sí, porque hay muchos esos en los que habla de territorios, de países y tal, y no tienen un pimiento que ver, no tienen nada que ver. Aquel es el cuarto y luego queda el del veneno.
Come to me. He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we...
What have I missed?
Ah, ¿no? Vale, pues entonces el del veneno. Esparta, me acuerdo de Esparta. Vale, vamos a ver el del veneno. Puede que a lo mejor sea al revés. El del veneno es aquel. Está chulo este puzzle, ¿eh? Está muy chulo, me gusta. Hombre, todos los puzzles a mí personalmente me gustan un montón, ¿eh? Molan mucho, ¿eh? Hombre, hay algunos que son a lo mejor un poco más lentos y más tal que otros, pero la mayoría tiene un nivel mogollón de alto y molan un montonazo.
I should come back to this later.
No, me falta uno, tío. ¿Cuál es? Ah, espera, ¿ya hay allí uno? Ah, no, allí fue como llegamos. Pues ¿cuál se me está pasando, tío? Se me está pasando uno y no me doy cuenta de cuál. Me parece uno aquí. Me estoy saltando uno y no sé cuál es, tío. Este no es. Este es el primero. Ah, claro. Claro, era este hombre que me faltaba. Claro, el que hable del padre. Creo que ahora este es el otro. Bien, claro. Es que por eso, obviamente al final era el veneno, dije yo. pero que no estoy entendiendo. Dije, porque el veneno tiene que ser el último. Claro, me faltaba este. Vale, fantástico, ya está. Y ahora queda el último, que es en el que Lord Mortimer la envenena. Claro, nos faltaba uno. En el que habla de la desaparición de Elizabeth y todo el percal. Vale, y aquí es el último, claro. Nos faltaba una pieza del rompecabezas. Pero vamos, que sin problema. Ya está.
Cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea. He trapped me. He poisoned me to stop me from being able to leave this body.
Fantástico.
All communication with father. Brought his children here. How could I
Reconstruye la
not
secuencia de
have seen
recuerdos
it
de
earlier?
Holm.
He's going to absorb me. A traitor! No one can stop him now. Hurry, Louis. I absolutely must see you before it's too late. If you have managed to follow my thoughts, come to me. Quickly!
Cómo desaparece, viviendo desde el otro lado, el tema de... Oye, está súper interesante, Mola muchísimo, tío, esta parte final. Mola mucho, un montón. Emancipado. Emancipado. Ganas un punto de habilidad en psicología. Estamos absolutamente cero, quiero decir, no tenemos nada, tío, pero no tenemos nada. Nada, no tenemos puntos de ningún tipo, no tenemos nada de nada. Holm.
Louis, hurry! He's coming!
What's happening?
I can sense him. He's here. He's trying to get inside me, Louis. William has completely lost his mind. He's getting ready to pull out all the stops. He's going to devour my mind, Louis. I'm not going to be able to stop him.
Louis, you are here. I sense your presence.
What? But he can't even see me.
Congratulations, my son. You have succeeded in joining us.
Louis, don't let him draw you in there. You are signing your death warrant if you decide to follow him. I won't be there to protect you.
It's over, my son. We have won. A new order can be born.
Louis, I'm so weak.
Supongo que tendremos que decidir por uno de los dos.
Entering. I can no longer keep him out. He's coming.
He's here.
I can. Can you see him?
He's here. He's coming closer to you.
Where? Louis. I don't want to just disappear. He's inside my mind. I can feel him crushing me.
He's just in front of you.
I'm so sorry, brother. There's nothing you can do to stop me now. You made your choice, and you have lost.
I was wrong about him from the very beginning. He's mad. He must be stopped. You can still do something, Louis. Don't let him get away with all this so easily. I implore you.
Look at yourself, Uncle. You're just as bad as he is. Despite being centuries old, and despite all the wisdom you should have acquired, I don't believe in you. Nor do I believe in him. You can count on me to do my utmost so that neither of you will succeed in your plans.
You can be so stupid. As for me, I won't be around much longer. So if you want to stand the slightest chance against him, at least make sure you are armed, Louis.
What do you mean?
The lance, Louis.
Buah,
Have you got the
a ver
lance?
si funciona. La lanza, tío. Habremos
It's
cogido la
over,
lanza buena.
brother. Don't fight it.
You will be punished for this.
Perhaps, but you won't be there to see it, will you?
You will be punished.
¿Cómo lo devoró, tío? La lanza. La cárcel mental. Vale. Cárcel mental, superada. He restablecido el orden de los invitados. He reconocido el espíritu de Sarah. He reconstruido la secuencia de recuerdos de Holm. He conocido el espíritu de Emma. He conocido el espíritu de Emily. He escapado del éter. He elegido servir únicamente a los humanos. No tengo ninguna fallida y tenía uno alternativo en la que podía haber conocido el espíritu de Asael. Fantástico. Venga, ese nivel 16. Venga. Vale, 4 puntitos. Vamos a meterlos a lingüística y voy a meter otro a psicología. Vale, y no tenemos ninguno más. Vale. Maravilloso. Amigos, la lanza. La famosa lanza. La famosa lanza. ¿Funcionará? ¿Recordáis que conseguimos la lanza y la tenemos, pero no sabemos?
I'm back? Where are the guests?
I invited them to go up to their rooms. They're resting. Don't worry.
Gregory?
We won, Louis. It's over.
He's dead?
Definitively. Now the way is clear. At any rate, rejoice. Great things await us.
What did you do to him?
I devoured his soul.
But I didn't see you use the Holy Lance.
Indeed not. I didn't need to. Can't you guess how I did it? The Lance of Longinus is just a vessel, Louis. It could have been any object that had the blood of Christ on it. The blood of an ancient, more precisely. But I didn't need the blood of an ancient. You see, I have been in dear Lord Mortimer's physical body for longer than my brother has been in Sir Gregory Holmes. Therefore, I am an ancient, Louis.
What happened in the ether?
I surpassed him.
What do you mean you surpassed him?
I made sure he was poisoned by my blood before our little chat.
Su
Remember the
propia
cup of
sangre.
tea in the dining room? I wagered that Gregory simply wouldn't be able to let it get cold. Old habits do die hard.
You put your blood in your tea?
And he put the hangman's rope round his own neck. Ironic, isn't it? Unable
Cuenta
to
con Lord
extract
Mortimer,
himself from his physical body, it didn't take much time for me to absorb him. In any case, what's done is done. I'm going to rest in the dining room. Join me there when you're ready. The time has come to end this little antisocial gathering.
No doubt about it. This family is rotten to the marrow. I did right not to trust them. Right. All I have to do now is confront Mortimer.
Vale, ve y enfréntate a Mortimer en el comedor. Vamos para allá. Pero vamos, como locos. Estoy mirando por aquí a ver si hay alguna cosita que a lo mejor se nos haya pasado. Un libro. Vale. El tema de la lanza. Al parecer la lanza podemos utilizarla, pero contra él. Pero no tengo nada claro porque la lanza que cogí no sé si es la buena. Amigos, sinceramente, no tengo ni idea si es la lanza buena. Supongo lo sabremos ahora. Louis, amigo, espero que hayamos cogido la lanza buena. Porque si no...
Now's the time to join Mortimer. I won't be able to go back after...
Vamos allá.
Here we go.
Vamos allá. Quiero poner punto y final a esto.
Louis, at last.
You wanted to see me?
Let's get it over with, shall we? I've grown tired of all this. But before we begin, I would like you to give me back the Holy Lance, please. Now that Gregory is gone, you won't be needing it anymore, and I prefer to put it back in its place.
I no longer have it.
No puedo, tío. Es que no tengo puntos, tío. Esperad. Es que si tuviera... No tengo, tío. Es que no tengo nada, tío. No tengo nada, amigos. No tengo. No puedo hacer nada. Ya sabéis que si pudiera... si tuviera... Para poder que la próxima habilidad no me tuviera ningún coste. Si tuviera el ítem, pues sería estupendo. Pero es que no tengo nada. Y no puedo elegir otra. No tengo que dársela, tío.
Of course. Here you are, Father.
¿En serio tengo que dársela?
Thank you.
No tengo más opción.
You wouldn't have been
tío.
able to do much with it anyway, given it isn't the right one.
You mean I got the wrong one?
Now, don't blame yourself. There was a reason why I put it with all those
No era la
copies.
buena, tío.
If you had been forced to use it, it would never have prevented one of us from changing bodies. This conference will have been one of the most eventful I've ever known.
No era la buena,
I'll
tío.
just have to take
Elegimos
your
mal.
word for it.
Before I get to why we're here, you must know that I've been watching you
Buah,
very
pues,
closely
a ver cómo acaba
over the
Louis la
past few
historia, tío.
days. I was impressed by your intervention to prevent Peru from killing himself. You remind me of myself when I was starting out. As far as the door of my crypt is concerned, it is a pity that
Vale, nos está
you
dando
lost
como
your
diferentes
hat while
puntos, ¿no? En los que
trying to
fallamos
open
y en los que vimos
it.
bien,
You
¿no?
committed a serious mistake in proving unable to tell your sisters apart,
Sí, nos está
causing
dando...
the death of the most promising of the two. I remain proud of what you achieved for me by falsifying that letter to the Pope on behalf of
Nos está
Piaggi,
dando como los puzzles que hicimos
because I
bien y los que
know
hicimos mal.
That was not an easy task. But the important thing is that you escaped the worst with Volner, because he could have killed you when you were in the guise of Piaggi.
Yes, it was a bit touch and go.
Which leads me to a chat about what I envisage for you now. You are the chosen one, Louis. The one I've been waiting for all this time.
Thank you,
We are going to be able to become one.
I don't quite follow you.
Va a meterse
Be
dentro de mi
proud of
cuerpo.
yourself, son, for you are the one I have chosen to be
Va a meterse dentro de
my
nuestro
next
cuerpo, tío.
mortal coil.
But what about me? Am I imagining things, or did he just tell me to my face that he's going to eat me?
Unfortunately, no, you won't survive the transfer. But I want you to know that I only select my bodies from my own children, and that you
Ostras,
are
como
the
mola al
one
final,
who has
tío.
impressed me most. It's far from being my first time, as you can imagine. I didn't think it was possible to find a more promising son than dear Augustus. You can be very proud of yourself.
Wait a second, hang on. Do you realize what you're saying? Are you insane?
Oh, come, my son. Let's not end everything on a bad note, please.
Son of a bitch! He's not going to get away with this so easily. I won't let you do it.
What on earth are you thinking? That you'll be able to kill me? This is ridiculous, Louis. Come now, be reasonable. Don't fight. I won.
Perdimos a Louis, tío. Ostras, qué final más chulo, tío. Tal cual. Lord Mortimer termina derrotándonos, termina devorando nuestra alma y quedándose con nuestro cuerpo. Y gana. Ostras, el final es muy bueno, La toma de decisiones realmente tiene peso, Está muy chulo el final, tío. Chapó. Chapó. Chapó.
As Mortimer had planned, Napoleon Bonaparte sold Louisiana to the United States after purchasing it from Spain. Bonaparte continued his political and military ascension until he proclaimed himself emperor. He went on to invade a large part of Central Europe. The legend of Napoleon persisted after his death, conferring on the emperor the role of Messiah for France.
Mesías de Francia.
Remaining very popular, George Washington put an end to the various internal rebellions without violence and re-established trade agreements with Great Britain. Upon his death, he became a national hero and left an entire nation in a state of mourning. On his return to Spain, Manuel Godoy proceeded to give Louisiana up to France. Later on, he became the target of the Crown Prince of Spain, Ferdinand VII. The latter gave no respite to his mother's lover, going as far as condemning him to exile. He confiscated all of Manuel's titles and possessions, as well as those of his mistress, Pepita. Pursued, they ended up living out their last years in France in poverty and anonymity. The influence von Wollner had over King Frederick William ironically ended up working against him. The sovereign thrust him into increasing repression until the end of his reign. Von Wollner became the object of the people's hatred, was therefore stripped of his titles and land by the new king, and died in poverty to general indifference.
En finales más horribles para la mayoría de ellos. Hay gente como por ejemplo George Washington, ¿no? Pero muchos de ellos tienen una vida horrible.
Returned to His Holiness the Pope with full honors. Although all his ambitions had become possible, to the stupefaction of his entourage, the cardinal preferred to retire to his Tuscan monastery, far from all political and diplomatic entanglements. Fascinated by the techniques involved in exorcism and demonology, he dedicated the last years of his life to the study of Inquisition reports. Elizabeth's family did everything in their power to find her, based on indications provided by their friend George Washington. In vain, they lost her trail in the port of Brest in France, and no one ever saw her again. On his return to Paris, Peru gave himself up to his peers of the revolutionary courts. He admitted to being implicated in several state corruption cases. Found guilty of treason toward the Republic, he was executed without a trial. No more was ever heard of Lord William Mortimer. His sudden disappearance was the subject of conversations in the European courts, but only for a few months.
El último movimiento. Fallidas, todas. He estado poseído por Lord Mortimer. No me ha llevado a la celda de vuelta al continente. No he logrado matar a Lord Mortimer y no he logrado irme a la cárcel de las islas sano y salvo. Es decir, sacamos un final horrible, pero os puedo decir, sacamos un final que a mí me ha molado un montón. Pero es cierto que fallamos. Pues hasta aquí este The Council, gente. Dios, me gustó poco yo el final. Fue un final horrible, ¿eh? Fue un final horrible. Yo creo que conseguimos el... No sé si habrá más, pero de los finales más horribles que pues, se pueden conseguir, en el sentido de que no salimos con vida de la isla, y además Lord Mortimer nos absorbió y utilizó nuestro cuerpo como recipiente para conseguir su propósito, ¿no? de buscar un traje nuevo, por decirlo de alguna manera. Juego muy interesante, juego muy entretenido, un juego que a mí personalmente me ha gustado un montón y sobre todo me gusta el enfoque que tiene con esos toques RPG, los niveles, las habilidades, ¿no? Cómo realmente las decisiones tienen peso y afectan a la historia. Juego muy entretenido, juego nicho completamente, que me parece que no es para todo el mundo, pero si te gusta lo que ofrece, me parece que es muy interesante. Hasta aquí, muchísimas gracias a todos. Vamos a tomarnos unos minutos, como siempre hacemos, para dar mi opinión personal de lo que ofrece, ¿no? The Council, y continuamos ahora. Vamos allá. De acuerdo, gente, aquí estamos de nuevo. Acabamos de terminar The Council, juego que de forma un poco global, ¿no? Para dar pie un poco a esta parte final de The Council, a mí personalmente me ha gustado mucho. Me parece que aporta un montón de ideas y de cosas geniales al género. Además, un título donde realmente pues las decisiones tienen influencia y influyen y cambian y tienen peso, ¿no? En la historia. Un título que, como digo, pues no me parece para el gran público, ya que su ritmo pausado, ¿no? Tantísimo texto y la falta de, a lo mejor, cierta acción, pues hacen de que sea un título un poco durillo y que, como digo, pues no guste a todo el mundo. Pero si te gusta lo que ofrece, me parece un juego que aporta muchísimo al género y que hay que tener mucho en cuenta. Para los que seguís el canal habitualmente ya sabéis cómo va. Para los que no, minutos finales, dedico a dar mi opinión personal completamente de cada uno de los títulos que traemos al canal. En esta ocasión The Council. Y como siempre digo, no tenéis por qué compartirlo, faltaría más, pero sí os pediría que la respetarais. Y vamos a ir muy rápido porque tengo las cosas muy claras. O sea que vamos a empezar por las cosas que más me llaman la atención de The Council. Por un lado, la ambientación y el tema artístico. El motor gráfico me parece muy atractivo, me gusta mucho cómo nos traslada, ¿no? A ese finales del siglo XVIII, cómo nos lleva a una época pues muy llamativa, ¿no? Donde realmente vemos a personajes muy bien desarrollados, donde se ve pues además un ambiente, ¿no? O unos escenarios pues muy bien trabajados, ¿no? Con muchísimo lujo, y realmente me parece que se ve todo muy bien. Cierto que, bueno, tiene sus cosillas también, obviamente. No es ningún AAA, eso que tenemos que tenerlo en cuenta, pero me parece que con lo que tiene luce lo suficientemente bien para que nos entre pues, de forma positiva por el ojo. Al menos esa es mi intención. También, por supuesto, el tema artístico, como digo, ¿no? Que nos traslada a esa época de unos años después de la Revolución Francesa. Me gustan mucho las partes de investigación del juego, ¿no? Realmente el investigar, el ir pasito a pasito, ¿no? Encontrando pruebas y además la utilización, ¿no? de esas habilidades, los toques RPGs, tiene cosas súper chulas que, como comentábamos al inicio, me parecen que aporta mucho y aporta cosillas muy interesantes y muy frescas a un género muy trillado como a lo mejor estas historias narrativas, ¿no? Que a lo mejor estábamos más acostumbrados a ser meros espectadores. En cambio, en este The Council interactuamos mucho, pensamos un montón y está como digo, muy bien implementado y me parece que es algo muy interesante dentro del género, que ya realmente pues comienza a haber pues signos de agotamiento, ¿no? Se necesitan ideas nuevas y este The Council me parece que las aporta. Me gusta mucho el tema de los puzzles. Los puzzles me parece que tienen un nivel súper alto. Hay algunos que son más sencillitos, pero de media tienen una dificultad media alta. Son puzzles que realmente te llevan un ratillo, te llevan a estrujarte bastante los sesos y me parece que algunos están súper chulos, además con la posibilidad de que esos puzzles pues influyen en la historia. El tema de perder la mano, el tema de quedarnos encerrados en una sala, me parece que aportan un montón y me parece que están súper chulos. Como te gusta el género de los puzzles, yo creo que con este Council lo vas a pasar muy, muy, muy bien. Me gusta mucho la parte rolera, subidas de nivel, habilidades, poder leer diferentes libros que nos suben nuestras stats. Me gusta un montón. Otra de las cosas, sé que me repito, pero es que tiene cosas muy chulas y tiene cosas que no estábamos acostumbrados a ver en este tipo de juegos. Y este de Council las aporta. Y sobre todo, me gusta lo que influyen las decisiones en la historia. Y nuestro final es un clarísimo ejemplo. Haces las cosas bien, haces las cosas mal. Todo tiene un sentido y toda decisión pues la acabas pagando de forma buena, positiva o negativa. Es decir, todo influye, todas las decisiones, todos los caminos que puedes escoger realmente influyen y hacen que, por ejemplo, como nosotros, pues tengamos un final horrible. Cierto que nuestro final fue horrible, pero a mí personalmente me gustó un montón porque me gustan los finales no malos, pero sí me gustan los finales donde realmente pues no se salen de lo habitual, ¿no? Y en este The Council es un clarísimo ejemplo de que las cosas pueden torcerse y puede salir todo mal. Y además pasar un buen rato, que eso es lo más importante. Pues estos son los puntos que más me gustan de este The Council. Cosillas negativas, problemas técnicos, sobre todo unas caídas de frames constantes. Realmente el frame rate es bastante errático. Hay unas caídas de frames horribles a lo largo de todo el juego y no se han arreglado a lo largo de ninguno de los episodios. Cierto que en algunos no se nota tanto, pero de forma general hay unas caídas de frame rate muy molestas. Para el tipo de juego que es, tampoco es que influya nada en lo jugable, pero sí es cierto que afean bastante el resultado. Personalmente no me gusta el giro de la historia a lo sobrenatural. Me gustaba más la historia cuando iba centrándose un poco más en la intriga, el suspense, la política. Me gustaba muchísimo más y me parecía muchísimo que iba mucho más con el estilo del juego y me parece que iba estupendo. Pero cuando dieron ese giro a lo sobrenatural, a mí personalmente la historia me parece que perdió bastantes enteros. También algo que me parece más evidente y que va relacionado con el primer punto es que la historia va de más a menos. Al menos mi entender. Comienza muy fuerte, ¿no? Como digo, con esa parte un poco más realista, de política, de intriga, de suspense, y luego comienza a decaer cuando empezamos a meter demonios y rollos un poco extraños y esotéricos. A mi entender, no me parece una buena decisión, pero claro, por supuesto son mis gustos personales. Y dos puntos que están relacionados, al menos a mi entender. Uno es que a veces es demasiado espeso y que esa sensación se aumenta cuando tenemos que realizar parones de 2 meses por el formato episódico. Y es que este juego, lo he dicho 1000 veces, me parece que es un juego que le sienta fatal el formato episódico. Sé que muchos me diréis, todos los juegos episódicos son malos. Vale, eso ya depende de cada uno y, por supuesto, obviamente yo prefiero un juego completo con formato episódico, obviamente. Pero no hablo de la forma de distribución. lo que quiero comentar es que es un juego muy espeso, con muchísima carga, con muchísimo dato, con muchísimo nombre, y realmente terminas un episodio y tienes que esperar 2 o 3 meses a que saquen el siguiente, y eso corta muchísimo el rollo, y más en un juego de este tipo. Me parece que hubiera sido muchísimo mejor para... Entiendo que, por supuesto, por razones económicas o de desarrollo o lo que fuera, no pudieron sacar el juego completo, lo entiendo perfectamente. Pero este juego hubiera pegado muchísimo más y le hubiera sentado muchísimo más en muchísimo mejor en lo jugable si en vez de formato episódico hubiera sido un lanzamiento completo normal, ¿no? Al menos esa es mi idea. Y esas son las cosas que más me parecen más negativas de este The Council. Quedándonos, es un juego que me parece un juego nicho completamente, está enfocado a un jugador muy específico, pero a mí personalmente me ha dado unos momentos en ocasiones impagables, con puzzles divertidísimos, con decisiones, ¿no?, que realmente pues influyen en la historia, y ha sido un placer pues acompañar realmente a Luis de Richet a lo largo de estos 5 episodios, y por supuesto compartirlo con todos vosotros. Si te gustan los juegos de intriga, suspense, puzzles, investigación, este juego te va a dar muy buenos ratos. Sin más, muchísimas gracias a todos los que seguisteis la serie, muchísimas gracias completa, muchísimas gracias a los que visteis algún episodio o capítulo suelto, a los que os pasasteis por simple curiosidad, muchísimas gracias por vuestro tiempo, y nos vemos con más historias aquí en el canal. Sin más, like y favorito si os gustó, dislike si no os gustó, en comentarios lo que queráis, y nos vemos de nuevo en el canal Richard1979 Betacode. Un saludo para todos, paz, cuidaos.